Good morning, Mr. Thompson. I got your note this morning and mentioned you had a few concerns about the literacy learning in the classroom. Why don't you come in and we'll have a chat about it?
Yes, thanks, Mrs. Carpenter. I have a few concerns about the children not reading books. What are you planning to do about this? I can assure you, Mr. Thompson, that we do read books in this class. It's one of my favourite things to do. But we spend a lot of time learning to read other things as well. Well, what do you mean, reading other things? There's only such a thing as reading books. How can you read something else? Well, actually, Mr. Thompson, there's a lot that goes into reading all sorts of texts. Books, newspapers, but with the internet, there's now also web pages, videos, messages. It's amazing how many different things that the children are actually reading. Oh, Mrs. Carpenter, I think you've got it wrong. That's nonsense, that, watching the videos and playing on the internet. My goodness, they're not reading a thing. Give them a book, I say. That's what I want to see in this classroom. Mr. Thompson, the children are developing a lot of skills when they're using the computers. And lots of other sources as well. When they look at a picture, they have to see what it is that picture is teaching them. What's the message? The students begin to question why that was put there, and they're not just learning to accept other people's opinions. When they're taught how to look at different types of text, they're taught to look for meaning. Most of the interactions that our students will have, that your children will have, are going to involve a lot of different text types. Books are a part of that, and they're amazing, but there are also other things they need to learn how to use. In class, we spend a lot of time reading texts, going beyond just making sense of the letters. We need to think about what the message is behind it. Why have they put it this way? Who does it benefit and who have they forgotten? It teaches the kids to be critical, and that is a skill that they're going to need as they progress through life. Oh, yes, Mrs. Carpenter, that's all very good, but can't you do the same thing by making them write a book report? Just like I did when I was at school. You know what, Mr. Thompson? We could, and I love that idea. In fact, I think I might get the kids to do a report in the next couple of weeks. But we need to report on more than just books, because the students aren't engaged in just books. They also have YouTube, they have the internet, they have email, and we need to teach them how to be successful with a range of different things. Oh, well, Mrs. Carpenter, I guess I can see why they spend their time learning other things as well, but I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know how to turn the computer on. Can you show me where that button is? Oh, Mr. Thompson, they can be tricky and it takes a bit of getting used to. Why don't you make an appointment with me, maybe sometime next week, and I can run through with you some of the programs that we use on the computer in class. Oh, yes, that would be lovely, Mrs. Carpenter. I thank you for taking the time to explain things for me. Now I can see why it's important that the students are learning to make meaning from lots of different things. You're more than welcome, Mr. Thompson. I'm pleased that you felt you could come and discuss this with me.